Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you are in the world. I greet you all. Once again, my name is Michael McCarthy, popularly known as PK, the Good Farmer. Yeah, just as you know, we are here to share ideas, learn about grasscutter farming. Yes, so you know there are a lot of things to know about grasscutter farming. Some of the basics include the sex or determination of the sex of the grasscutter. Yes, so in this video we are going to talk about the 6 different ways. Yes, 6 different ways of determining the sex of your grasscutter. Are you ready for it? Yes. So in this video we are going to talk about the anogenital distance, the anogenital color, the genital length, the size of the animal. We are going to talk about the peculiar sound, especially in mating, and the last we are going to talk about the shape of the nose or the shape of the head. Yeah, so are you ready? Follow me. Yeah guys, so welcome back. Without wasting my time, let's go straight to the point. Point number 1 is the anogenital distance. This is what it means. This is the distance between the vulva. If it is a female, the distance between vulva and the anus, and if it is a male too, the distance between the penis and the anus. This is what I want to mean. If you can see very clear from these animals. Very good. Very good. So this is a male and this is a female. So with the anogenital distance, this is what it means. Let's start with the male. So calm down. When you pick the male, you realize that the distance of the penis, this is the penis, the very long one, and this is the anus. So when you look very clear, you will see that the distance from the penis and there's a distance from the penis and the vulva, the anus, sorry. The distance from the penis and anus. So with the male, the distance from the penis and the anus is larger. Yes, the distance from the penis and the anus is larger. So let's look at the female. Oh, a female. Yeah, there we go. So this is the female too. So when you look at the female too, you realize that this is the vulva and this is the anus. So with the female, you realize that the distance from the vulva and the anus is lesser. Yes, the distance from the vulva and the anus is lesser. So this is what we mean by the genital anogenital distance. Yeah, so this is very clear to determine the sex if your grasscutter is a male or a female. And the good news is that the sex of the grasscutter can be determined right at birth. Yeah, just from day one, you can determine the sex of the grasscutter with the anogenital distance. So quickly, let's go to the second point. This takes us to point number 2. That is the genital length. The genital length. This is what it means. You know that, you see, in the male grasscutter, you realize that the penis was a bit longer than the female. Yeah, that is what also brings a difference in the male and the female. This is what I want to mean. Let's look very clear to this. Okay. There you go. This is a very nice combination. Now this is the female and this is the male. Let's start with the male. When you look very close here, yes, you see the penis down there. You realize that it is a bit longer. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it very clear. This is the penis down here. You realize that it is a bit longer. Now let's look at the female too. Now this is also the female. When you look very close to the female, you realize that the vulva is shorter. Very good. When you look at the female, you realize that the vulva is a bit shorter. Now, don't get confused, guys. Sometimes you realize that the genital length is almost looking the same. So if that is what you are seeing in your grasscutter, then just refer to the first point, that the distance. So you realize that the distance is longer in the male and shorter in the female. Yeah. So what if your grasscutters are matured or they are big? this takes us to the third point, that is the anogenital color or the genital color. This is what it also means. Now, when you have a matured grass cutter about 7 months and over, you realize that in the male part, the male private part becomes brownish. Yes, that is what we are talking about. That is the anogenital color. But in the female, it remains the same, just as it was. Let's look at this. This is a matured male, very heavy. You can see very clear that there's a brown patch. It's very heavy. There's a brown patch there, just at the genitals there. So this brown patch should also tell you that your grass cutter is a male. That is when it is matured. Yeah. Now, this is also a matured female. As I just said, with the female, it remains the same. Let me use my favorite one here. Yeah, this is a female, a matured one, and you realize that there's no brown patch. Yes, you should know that it is a female, but the one with the brown patch, you should know that it is a male. That is the anogenital color. Now, point number 4 is the size of the animal. The size of the animal. Now, follow me. Yeah, let's go back to this group. Now, when you look very close here, you realize that these are 3 different animals. Yes, these are 3 different animals, and they are all from the same mother, or they are all from the same parent. But you realize that there's one big one inside. This should tell you that the big one is the male. Yes, normally the big ones are the males. So you can see from this one, they are the same age, but you realize that this is bigger, these 2 are smaller. So it should also tell you that the smaller ones mostly are the females and the bigger ones are the males. So generally in grass cutter farming, point number 4 will tell you that the males are larger and the females are a bit smaller, even though they are from the same mother or they are of the same age. Yes. So point number 5, quickly, point number 5. Point number 5, we are going to talk about the shape of the nose or the shape of the head of the animal. This is what it also means. Now, in the male grass cutter, you realize that, especially when they are matured, you realize that the male have a bigger head and the female have smaller head. Sometimes too, the shape of the head looks muscular, like more heavy and like in the shape of a square form. That should tell you that your grass cutter is a male. Let's look at this once again. Now, if you can see very clear from this animal, you realize that the head is big and it's muscular and it is in the form of a square. Yes, this is what I'm trying to mean. Yeah, very good, very good. And let's look at the females too. Yeah, you realize that the female have a sharp head or a pointed head. That should also tell you that this is a female. Yeah, let's look at this one too. Let's look at this one too. Yes. So when you look very clear here, this is a female, and you realize that the head looks smaller and a bit pointed. But with this, that is the male. You realize that the head looks muscular and blunt. The nose looks blunt. This should also tell you that your grass cutter is a male. So last but not the least, that is the peculiar sound they do, especially when they are mating. This is what it also means. Sometimes when you put grass cutter females to crossing with the male, you realize that the female makes some noise. Yes, this is what they make. Sometimes you realize that when you give the female to the male, the females make a sound be like quick. don't for the video. Let's try this. Let's come here. Just pay attention to the sound. Yes, I hope you are hearing the sound. You realize that this the female is trying to make some quick sound be. Yes. And with the male also have a noise that they normally do when they are mating, or even when they are not mating. You realize that they make a harsh noise, like as if they want to fight, like something like brrr, brrr. Yes, when you see that in your Grasscutter too, that should also tell you that it is a male. Yes, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just help me to help you. You know what to do. Like, share and comment to my channel. This is your favorite farmer, the good farmer. Thank you.